to see it happen. I think being 100 years old was an advantage when he had it, because when you're older, you don't have time to play games. You don't have time for foolishness. You don't have time for he say, she say, they say. You don't have time to chase down gossip. You don't have time to respond to critics. Is there anybody in here that's old enough that you don't have time for the okie doke? You got to go for the goal and do what you gotta do. Time on the line, I ain't got time for it. I'm not gonna live on another 100-something years. I gotta do it now. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get it done now. And whatever sacrifice I have to make, I'm gonna make it, because it must happen now. Isaac is the promise. He is the heir of the promise. I can't possess it without an heir. It was illegal to control it without an heir. And now God says, kill it. Kill your ticket. And he says, go. He talked to, I just got to talking to you about the promise. I'm going to talk to you about the place. The place is so important. Finding the right place is important. Over and over in this text, you will see again and again and again, go to the place I will show you. And when you get there, I will show you the place. And when Abraham was a great ways off, he looked up and he saw the place. 3 days off, he saw the place, the place, the place. About 4 or 5 times it's mentioned. The place is important. We get caught up on the ram, but we ought to be focused on the place. The place is a critical thing, because I can't just worship God anywhere. I have to worship God in the place. Me and the lad are going yonder to worship. If I could just worship anywhere, I didn't have to go. I could have stayed in the tent and worshiped at home. I have to find the place. This won't work out of place. This won't work out of place. I got the right sun. I got the right wood. I got the right knife. But if I don't have the right place, and he won't tell me ahead of time the place, he gives me no GPS. He gives me no address. He gives me no map. He does not describe it. He says you'll know it when you see it. The place of worship is important. Now, not to you, because you think worship is just laying on the floor and lifting your hands and crying and doing all of that. But Abraham knows that worship, real worship, always includes sacrifice. Can I go deeper? Real worship isn't about emotional spankteraniums. Real worship is about sacrifice. It always has been, and it always will be. And he says, I don't want to make the right sacrifice in the wrong place. I don't want to plant okra in a place where okra doesn't grow. I don't want to put palm trees in the Appalachian Mountains. I don't want to try to raise oak trees on the beach, because I could have the right seed and I could have paid the right place. But if I don't put it in the right place, it will not work. That's why the enemy is always trying to move you out of your place. That's why the Bible said, put on the whole armor of God, Not so you could travel, but so you could stand. Because once you get in the right place, you can't let no devil in the hell move you out of your place. I don't care how you roll your eyes. I don't care how you talk about me. I don't care how you gossip. I ain't going.
Bishop firing it up.
I came here 25 years ago, they were talking about me like I had a tail. I would drive to church listening at the preachers preaching about me. And I was just smiling because I was seasoned enough to know not to let your mouth run me out of my miracle. The devil is a lie. Say whatever you want to say. Call me names, cuss me out, draw pictures of me, and throw darts in them, and I'm still gonna be right at 6777 West Keys Boulevard because this is the place. I left West Virginia to find the place. I've traveled for miles to find the place, and I know it should run me out. You sit with your family and you can touch anybody, touch them and say, I gotta be in the place. I gotta be in the place. I'm too old not to be in the place. I'm too tired not to be in the place. I'm too weary not to be in the place. I sacrifice too much not to be in the place. I gotta be in the place. If I have to be a doorman, I just want to be in the place. If I have to sweep the floor, I just want to be in the place. The place is all about the place. It's all about the place. This whole story is all about the place. You gotta walk without an understanding. You gotta walk without a word from the prophet. You gotta walk.
Bishop tearing it up.
While you're still confused, when you get there, I will show you. The Bible said on the third day, Abraham looked up and he said, that's it. He didn't explain how he knew it. He didn't describe how he knew it, but the ability. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut. I'm about to feel like preaching now. The ability to discern when you are in the right place is the most important gift you can have. Is there anybody in here that still has the gift of discernment? That your spirit will let you know this is the right place, this is the right person, this is the right preacher. I can worship right here. That's why you're watching this broadcast. That's why you're tuning online. That's why you got up and you're watching right now, because you found the right place. Ain't nobody